Most people don't have a focus problem. They have a switching problem. They sit down to study, they open the laptop, they open 5 tabs, and then they wonder why nothing sticks. What we call multitasking isn't doing many things at once, it's starting one thing, then repeatedly leaving it. And this is where most people get it wrong. They think the issue is discipline, or motivation, or willpower. It isn't. It's the structure of how they work. Let's describe the behavior clearly. You plan to study one subject, but while doing it, you also check messages, reply to one email, switch music, glance at another assignment, maybe Google something quickly. None of these feel big. That's the problem. Each switch feels harmless, but the cost isn't in the switch itself, it's in what your brain has to do to come back. Every time you switch, your attention doesn't reset to 0, it resets to something worse than 0. You're slower, more irritated, less precise. So you compensate by staying longer. You study all day, but retain almost nothing. That's not a motivation failure, that's a design failure. Here's the uncomfortable part. Your brain doesn't resist focus because it's lazy. It resists focus because focus is boring. Single tasking removes novelty. No new tabs, no new stimuli, no micro rewards. So your brain starts looking for exits. This is why people say, "I just can't focus anymore." They can, but their environment keeps offering alternatives, and your brain is very good at choosing the easier option. Monotasking doesn't fight this tendency. It accepts it, then it removes the exits. Here's the method. It's simple and slightly uncomfortable. One task, one surface, one direction. One task means you decide before you start what you are doing. Not studying, not working, a specific action. One surface means everything unrelated disappears. One notebook, one document, one problem set. One direction means no switching until a stopping point you define in advance. Not until you feel done, feelings are unreliable. Until a clear boundary, 20 minutes, 5 pages, 10 problems. This constraint matters more than motivation. Here's where most people fail. They try to monotask inside a multitasking environment. They keep notifications on. They keep multiple tabs open. They keep messages visible just in case. Then they blame themselves when they break focus. That's like trying to diet with snacks on the desk. Monotasking is not self-control, it's pre-commitment. You decide before you start what will not be available. This feels restrictive. It is. That's the trade-off. You give up optional stimulation to gain sustained attention. Let's apply this to studying. Most students study by reading notes, highlighting, rewatching lectures, all while half present. Monotasking study looks different. You pick one action, active recall, answering questions, explaining concepts out loud. You remove everything else. No background planning, no checking what's next, no organizing mid-session, just the task. The result isn't excitement, it's clarity. You feel slower at first. That's normal. Slowness is often precision returning. Monotasking requires one mindset shift. You stop asking, "How much can I do today?" and start asking, "How clean can this one block be?" This changes how success feels. Success isn't volume, it's depth without leakage. And yes, you will do fewer things, but the things you do will actually finish. That's the trade. Here's a way to try this tonight. Set a timer for 25 minutes. Choose one task small enough to finish or pause cleanly. Before you start, close unrelated tabs, silence notifications, decide what done means. Then do nothing else. No optimizing, no adjusting systems mid-session. When the timer ends, stop, whether you feel productive or not. Stopping on time teaches your brain that focus has edges. Edges make it repeatable. Monotasking isn't about becoming intense or extreme or impressive. It's about reducing the number of decisions your attention has to fight. One thing at one time on purpose. Try it once today. Not forever, not as a lifestyle, just once. That's the method.